Reptilians, lizard people, human gecko. Do they live here among us on Earth? I'm gonna level with you here, yeah? I have been getting lizardy vibes way before I even heard the theory that there were actually lizard people living amongst us. Honestly, guys, I'm not just saying this. You ask my friends. I've been talking about lizards for a very long time. Certain people I just look at and I think to myself, you're a fucking lizard, mate. For example, if this geezer squatted down in the middle of the street and laid out a fat egg, would I be surprised? No, I would not. Some people simply look more lizard than they do human. This is a lizard. This is a human. And this is... Exactly. It's not always easy, is it? Do you see what I mean about the lizardy vibes? All I know is he's one of those Christian preacher people from America, but as to what species he is, I'm honestly not sure. Would it surprise me if he went home after a hard day's preaching and climbed into a heated tank and snuggled under a hollow rock? No, it would not. I bet you a tenner his wife is a fucking chameleon. So, do I believe that reptilians are living among us, maybe even controlling us, feeding off our energy? I do not know, but what I am sure is something seriously lizardy is going on. Let us talk about the popes. Don't matter what one, take a lucky dip, pick me out a pope. Any pope will do, and I'm telling you, there is going to be some lizardy vibes. This is the Catholic audience hall, where the popes like to chill out. Why does it look like a snake's head? I tell this to people, and they're like, what you want about, mate? It doesn't look like a snake's head. Yes, it fucking does. Look at it. It looks like a snake's head. Somebody has designed that. They picked out their pencil, they started drawing, and oh looky, it's a snake's head. That doesn't just happen by accident. Look at the inside of it. It looks as if you are inside a snake's head. There are the eyes, there's the reptile skin, there's the fangs, and look at the front. There is some strange sort of lizardy demon. Now I suppose this could have all been some sort of accident. They could have hired an architect and said, listen here mate, we want to build a big hall. We're not too fussed about the design, surprise us. And then he designed them a massive giant lizard head. But the fact I've been getting lizardy vibes from the popes for years, and then they go and build a massive giant reptile head, has certainly got my tinfoil hat a-tingling. If I was a betting man, and I am a betting man, I would bet that they are honouring some sort of lizardy god. That was my impression of the Catholics worshipping their lizardy god. Something evil is going on. That I am certain of. It's a known fact that children suffer a lot of abuse at the hands of these people, and most people think they are simply just nonces. So I'm going to pose the question, what if they're lizardy nonces? What is the difference between a human nonce and a lizardy nonce? Those are the sort of questions I'm going to be asking on this channel, so if that's the sort of questions you've been asking yourself too, subscribe and smash my bell. I think the Catholics are either lizards, lizard nonces, or they are humans that worship lizards as they nonce. Either way, just like everything in this world, something seriously dodgy is going on. What you can't deny though, because you can see it with your own eyes, is there is definitely some lizard symbolism going on. And I want to know why. So please let me know why you think the Catholics have a massive giant snake's head as an audience hall in the comments. So yeah, I've been talking in this video about lizardy madness for a little bit now, and you're probably thinking to yourself, this geezer's lost the plot, or you've already clicked off, in which case you wouldn't be hearing me say this now, so I don't know why I'm talking to you still, but you could be on board with this and even maybe enjoying it. So if so, and if you're one of those people, let's talk a bit more lizard stuff. So you know I've been saying I've been getting lizardy vibes for a long time, since I was away nipper. Well, I only get these vibes when it comes to rich people, or people in power, people with influence. I usually see these people on the television. I've never gone down the pub and hung out with a bunch of working class builders and thought to myself, these geezers are all a bunch of fucking lizards. It's usually people on the news, like news anchors, especially in America, that are giving me those lizardy vibes. It's almost as if they were put there to brainwash us, so they can manipulate us and mentally enslave us while they harvest our soul. But then again, that could be my extreme paranoia. This geezer is convinced that this entire family are reptilian shapeshifters. And I've got to say, I think he's onto something. You ever seen that clip of that geezer trying to escape Buckingham Palace by climbing out the window? What was he running from that made him climb out of the window? Was he perhaps meant to be the meat on a lizardy buffet? He was supposed to be the centerpiece on the table covered in crispy fly dust, but somehow he managed to escape and climb out of the window, only to completely fuck it and fall to his death. They probably scooped him up and ate him anyway. Lizards don't care if the meat's a little messy. They'll just slurp it down with their lizardy tongues anyway. I base this theory on nothing more than my paranoia, but nonetheless, I believe it to be fact. There's going to be a lot of this on this channel. We're going to delve deep into my paranoia. I've been bottling it up for years. Actually, no, I haven't. Every time I get hammered, I I get my friends in the corner and I hound them with all this shit. And because I want to keep my friends, I've decided I must talk about this on the channel, because if I carry on doing this, nobody's going to want to hang out with me anymore. Saying that, I already think they don't want to hang out with me anymore. I mean, for God's sake, look at the state of me. So you are the lucky ones that are going to hear my shit. Strap in, bitches. This is going to get fruity. Do you want to hear something fucking weird? Don't answer that, because I'm going to tell you about it anyway. I used to work in an exotic pet store, and every Friday this woman would come in the store and buy a lizard. At the time I thought nothing of it, but now looking back, she bought an awful fucking lot of lizards. Where would she keep all those lizards? She must have bought about 77 lizards whilst I was working there. That's not normal, is it? Sure, somebody might treat themselves to a few lizards from time to time, but 77? Something's fucking right here. So fast forward in time to now. Now I have all this reptilian information. I have come to the conclusion that she must have been a fucking lizard, and she was on a mission to save her fellow species from a sad life in a pet store. She probably wanted to buy all the lizards all at once, but that would have brought on too much suspicion. So she bought one lizard a week for 77 weeks. I reckon she works at Buckingham Palace and she goes around the country freeing all the lizards so she can bring them back to the underground nest underneath the palace. Okay, maybe I'm getting a little bit paranoid here, but you've got to admit, a woman buying 77 lizards is a little bit strange. Have you noticed any weird lizard activity in your life? Maybe your boss ate a fly. Maybe your partner shed their skin. If so, please let me know in the comments. We need to get together and expose this reptilian agenda before it's too late. Although, to be honest with you, if the royal family are all lizards and the Catholics are building giant snake heads, it's probably already too late, but sod it. Let's expose them anyway, because what the fuck else is there to do? I am not paranoid. I make this content from the depths of my paranoid mind. Nothing I say is fact. I don't even know what I believe, so how can you believe what I don't even know if I believe? All the same, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and tell your friends about me. I want to see if it's possible to grow this channel, because I don't think it is, because I mean, look, what did you just watch? I'll see you, baby, in the next video. I'm off to lay an egg.